Hello everyone, in this video I am going to explain how to do the basic editing in Camtasia by working with timeline. So let's get started. So here's my desktop home screen over which I'm having Camtasia. I'm opening the software. So here's the software asking me to get started with the new project or new recording and open project. I'm going to start a new project. Okay, now I'll be opening my sample video which I did previously to explain my other tutorials. I'm just clicking on import media in the media bin. Okay, and I'm opening a demo video. I made it earlier. So here's the imported demo video which I've imported into Camtasia to start editing. So before learning how to do the editing, let's understand the basic interface first. Okay, here you are having a general menu bar associated with any software. Here you are having a record option which is used to start recording. Here you are having various features. If you click on more, you will be having some more features. So you are having almost 10 to 12 features which you will be applying to your output video to make it more attractive. And all these features are associated with some more additional settings called properties that you can edit on the right hand side. Okay, and the last but not the least is the timeline window where you will be doing all the basic editing of the output that you need to produce. And the output you can see is this particular black screen. You can see where you will be seeing the final output, which is also called as composition window. Okay, after the output is done, you will be sharing by clicking on share on the top right corner. This is all about the interface. Okay, now let's see how to start working with timeline to do the basic editing. Okay, so here's the demo video. If you want to preview the video, just double click on the video so that you can see the preview. So here's a tutorial PPT on Camtasia where I'll be explaining one sample slide. So this is how you can see the preview of the demo. Okay, now just drag the demo track and position it in the timeline in track 1. Okay, here you can add multiple tracks by clicking on add button here. Add track here, track 1, track 2, track 3. Okay, you can adjust the size of the track by changing the bar here on the left hand side. And these are the basic tools available in the timeline to do the basic editing. Okay, the tools are undo, redo, cut, copy, paste and split tools. These are the basic 6 tools with which you can do any sort of editing using timeline. Okay, here, and this is the zoom in and zoom out bar by varying which you can adjust the size of the timeline for better editing. Now to do any sort of editing in the timeline, the only thing you need to keep checking is the time on the horizontal bar, time on this header bar. Okay, over which I am having the time 0 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and the video is up to 35 seconds almost. Okay, so by looking at the time itself, we'll be doing all the editing part. And the important one is this particular moving gray slider, by controlling which you can do all set of operations like cut, copy, paste, split and all. And you can specify the position where you need to start editing, where you need to stop editing, etc. And the green and red bars that you can observe on either side of the slider are nothing but the selection toolbars, by moving which, by sliding which, you can control the area of selection of the track which needs to be edited. Okay, I can just slide these bars to change the area of selection which needs to be edited. Okay, again by just double clicking on grayscale, gray bar, you can bring it back to the default position. Okay, this is all about the slider. So now let's see how to do the editing part. Okay, here's my track, imported track, in which both audio and video both are embedded into a single track. Okay, if I want to edit the audio part only, I don't want to edit the video, but I spoke some mistake in the audio part which needs to be edited. In that case, both tracks needs to be separated. To do that, what I'll be doing is just right click on the track and click on separate audio and video. Automatically the track get separated, giving us 2 tracks. The track 1 is video track and the track 2 is audio track. Now let's assume you did some mistake somewhere in between while developing the video content. So now what you need is you need to delete that particular part. To do that, what you need to do is identify the time where you did the mistake by clicking on play button. I'm just clicking on play button. For the Newton's second law of motion, we know that the force is given by the product of mass and acceleration. Okay. By playing like this, you need to stop at that point where you did the mistake. You can adjust the slider a little bit, okay, and you need to choose the track, the area of the track where you did the mistake. Right click on that particular track and click on delete option. Okay, so the tracks got deleted. Immediately you will be getting a black space in between, which is not required. This is a blank space. So to avoid that, just select the last tracks, slide them and join with the previous track. That's it. Now you'll be getting a continuous video. Understood? This is how you need to trim off the in-between content of the video. If you want to trim something at the beginning or at the ending, again set the slider at that position. Okay. Choose the area that you need to delete. Right click in that area and click on delete. Now choose all remaining entities by holding Ctrl and slide the entities to the first position. Now you can click on play to see the output. Explaining one sample slide. So this is how you need to do the trimming part. The next one is if I want to cut and paste something, or if I want to copy something and paste it somewhere else. To do so, I need to go to that specific location. I need to choose the track that needs to be cut. Okay. Here you will be having a cut option. Click that and position the slider at that location where you need to paste it. For example, I wanted to paste somewhere here. Okay. Just position the slider there and click on paste. Done. Okay, now the entities got pasted. If you want to remove the gap, again just select the entities and slide the entities. That's it. The gap can be removed. Okay. In the same way, if you want to copy and paste it, again you can do the same way. Again, I'm showing that if I want to copy this particular area, let's assume, click on copy and position the entity where you need to copy. Let's assume I need to copy somewhere here. Here, click on paste. Automatically the entities get pasted. So here to fill the gap again, choose the entities and slide them in order to fill the gap. Okay. This is how you need to use the options cut, copy and paste to do the editing part. The next one is let's understand how to use the split option. To understand this, I'll undo all these elements because I have got a number of splits. I will just undo by clicking on undo option. I'm doing undo for a number of times in order to go back to the initial state. Okay. Now I've got a single track as it used to be before. Okay. To split the tracks, what I need to do is I need to position the slider at that particular point where I want the split. Choose the track that needs to be splitted and click on split. Done. You can see only the audio track is splitted but not the video track. If I want both tracks to be splitted, what I need to do is again choose the location where you want the split, choose both the tracks and now click on split. Once the splitting is done like this, you can rearrange the entities. You are having a number of entities. You can rearrange the entities wherever you wanted. Okay, you can rearrange wherever you wanted. Understood? The next one is split is also useful in locations where you are moving from one slide to another slide. For example, in the video content, you are moving from one slide to another slide where you want to apply some transition effect or something. In those cases also you can apply the split option by choosing the tracks and clicking on split. That's it. Okay. The split is complete. Now moving on to the next part, I'm just clicking on undo. Okay, done. So this is my voice model and this is my video model, right? Now my next problem is I want to delete the audio model somewhere in between where I spoke something wrong. Okay, to do that, what I need to do is choose that particular location, select the track and click on split. From here, I spoke, my mistake is somewhere up to here, let's assume. Again, choose the track and click on split. So here what you can do is you can delete this particular in between audio model. Okay, now I want to correct it. I want to re-narrate it. To do so, what I need to do is position the slider at that particular location. Go to the features, Camtasia features, in which you will be having something called voice narration. Take that feature and you can click on start recording to record the voice again. So here I can start recording my voice again. If I click on stop, it gets stopped. Okay, it will ask some location to save the file. I'll be saving at some random location, somewhere at downloads. Okay, automatically the narration comes in between. Understood? If you want to again trim the in between part or somewhere, whatever you wanted to do, you can do. Otherwise, if you want to fit it somewhere in between, you can directly fit it. Okay, if it is not fitting, you can adjust the sizes and all. You can move this and you can fit it. That's it. This is how you can do it. The next one is, if I want to add some other file in between somewhere. Okay, it may be a video file, audio file, or image file. If I want to add somewhere in between, let's say somewhere here, what I need to do is, I need to split the entities at that particular location. Choose all the rare entities behind. Please create some gap here in order to insert the new file. Okay, import the new file by clicking on import media. Go to file location where it is, somewhere in the downloads. I'll be taking some random file. Okay, I'm taking this image. I want to put that image. I'm clicking on open. So the image is imported in the media bin. So just drag the image and drop it in the location. Okay, later again you can adjust the slide timing. If you want to extend the image timing, you can extend the image timing, or you can, if you want to short the image timing, you can short it. Okay, you can adjust the image timing like this, and you can see. You can now watch the video instructor. So let's get started. So automatically the image comes in between. You can see in the composition window. And again, and again the video resumes. This is how you need to incorporate anything in between. Okay, done. Now you can observe there is a gap in the voice model. Here there is a voice model and here there is a voice model, but there is a gap. If you want to explain the image, in between, what you can do is you can specify the cursor there. Okay, and you can just go to voice narration and click on start voice recording. You can explain the image here. Okay, automatically the voice gets recorded, and if it is done, just click on stop. Okay, it will ask to save the file at some location. Click on save, and automatically you'll be getting the voice model, which you can insert at that particular area, and you can adjust the size. Understood? Clear? Done. This is how you need to do the editing part. And the last one is, if I want to extend the slide duration. This is useful in cases where my narration time is more than the required. Okay, for example, here you can see the diagram time is from 10 seconds to 20. That means it is almost approximately 10 seconds. But my narration is for 15 seconds. Let's assume, just an example. In that case, I need to extend this slide time by 5 seconds. In order to do that, but there is no space here to extend the time. In that case, I need to move the rare entities backwards. Okay, I need to extend the duration by just right click on this image and click on duration and give the time as 15 seconds. It is 9.13 seconds by default. Make it 15 seconds. Understood? Now it is extended. Again, you can shift this backwards in order to maintain continuity. Now you will be getting more 15 seconds to explain the narration. Understood? This is how you can extend the slide timing. So this is how we'll be working with timeline in Camtasia. In my next video, I'll be explaining how to add intros, outros, and music tags predefined in the library, from where you can develop an extraordinary video output. Okay, if you like my video, please do follow me. This is Harish signing off. Thank you.